Welcome to rSlash Choosingbeggars, where a guy expects someone else to buy them a free house. Can you please draw me a YouTube hitter? For a commission? Sure. Hitters are $15 via PayPal, but I also accept a 1500 V-Buck Fortnite gift. Wait, I have to pay? Yeah, I don't make art for free. This applies to pretty much every artist on the platform. F you, kill yourself. Down in the comments, I'm going to read this post from Dansker Chinchi. Lol, in Danish, KYS means kisses. So this sounded super stupid until I saw the explanation. Our next Reddit post is from Stereo on Cooking Bacon. I got an email from an acquaintance asking if any of my high school students would be interested in a volunteer opportunity. She was looking for a nanny every day for free to supervise her kids' remote learning and babysit until the mom got home from work around 6 p.m. So 10-hour days, 5 days a week, for free. No word on how the high school kids would do their own work while babysitting. I mentioned it to my students and we had a good laugh. One 11th grader said, I mean, no offense, but the whole point of babysitting is kinda to get paid. When I declined this fabulous opportunity on behalf of my students, she said, That's okay, I really need someone mature than a high school student. I just thought it would be nice to give someone a chance to get some experience. Sorry, friend. These 16-year-olds know their worth. Are you still selling your TV? Yeah, I am, but I've already been offered the full amount, $340 from another person, so you would have to top that. Okay, how does 200 sound? I'm sorry, that won't cut it. I just told you that it would have to be more than $340. Help a stranger out. I just went through a divorce and money's tight. Sorry to hear that, but I have a buyer already paying full price. You're an inconsiderate piece of garbage who has no compassion for anyone. I offered a fair price and you rudely rejected me. I hope your TV never sells. I wonder why they got divorced. Looking for a cheap electric dryer in great shape. Must be able to deliver and take it down to the basement for us. And then someone replies, That's not how it works, LMFAO. Excuse me? Cheap, great shape, delivered and carried to your basement? Good luck with that, but it's not gonna happen. If you think people like this are rare, down in the comments, I Hate Monkeys So Bad shares a similar story. I was selling a brand new in-box factory roof bike rack for a Subaru Outback last year through the Facebook Market. This girl like an hour away messages me and wants me to deliver it and put it on her car. Her window of availability was very narrow, so she gave me a very specific time of when I could come and put it on. Like lunchtime on a weekday. Are you effing kidding me? This girl thought I was going to take off work and drive 2 hours round trip and install this thing in her car for $50? I just ignored her and sold it like a day later, and the buyer came and picked it up. Our next Reddit post is from Lola Mars. A friend was supposed to be in an out-of-the-country wedding, but given the pandemic, they're no longer going. Since they would have spent a lot on travel and accommodations, my friend decided to send a generous gift of several nights stay at a local 5-star hotel. She planned it thoughtfully as to not add too much cost to the bride and groom by making sure breakfast was included, and also planned to buy them one night's dinner. And to make it extra special, she added a couples massage. The initial response from the bride and groom was to go to a different hotel instead. My friend wasn't all that bothered by this, as the bride and groom are locals and she figured they knew best. Surprisingly, their recommendation was actually slightly cheaper. Perhaps because the bride and groom didn't realize or factor in the cost of dinner or massage in the first place and were just comparing room costs. My friend was being super generous and didn't even take these savings. She instead let the bride and groom know that this option was cheaper, and as a result, she'd buy them additional nights at this new place. I think this gave the bride and groom the wrong idea, or made them realize how much the initial gift was worth, because they changed their mind and said they'd prefer the original 5-star option after all. However, they sent links to some add-ons they wanted, a bottle of wine, chocolates upon arrival, etc. They also supplied links to different rooms they'd prefer, including the honeymoon suite, which runs $4,000 per night. Obviously, my friend was having none of these extras as she wasn't offering to spend more, and reminded them that she'd already selected the room package she was willing to pay for, and if they wanted extras, perhaps they could buy them themselves. They still haven't come to an agreement, and my friend realizes that she probably should have just sent cash. On this next post, OP is selling an automatic bill counter for $300. Are you in Friano? Yes. Will you take $100? Can you do $250? I only have $100. Then you don't need a bill counter. What would this lady do after she actually bought this thing? Your automatic bill counting is complete. You have $0. On this next post, this choosing beggar owes money to OP, and this is a conversation they have. Nice car. Please just pay off your loan to me. I have work in Orlando that you can do to pay you a portion of the $150 that I owe you. I have 5 hours on Saturday and Sunday for you at $12 an hour, so $120. Can you do this? If so, I have the location and job details. So you're coming to Orlando to work so you can pay me? Cool. Because it kinda reads like I'd be working to make money and that would somehow pay off your debt? Considering that it's literally my job to read stories about choosing beggars, you'd think I'd get just accustomed to the audacity of these people. But no, somehow they keep finding ways to surprise me. You owe me money, so you come work my job and that pays off my debt to you? That's like going to the bank and being like, hey, I'm here to pay off my mortgage. We can start this off by sending all your bank tellers to my house to mow my lawn. Also, have the bank manager do my dishes. That should pay off a hefty chunk of all the money that I owe you guys. On this next post, OP's buddy lost his job during COVID, so he let his friend stay at his place for a while. And then OP receives this message from his friend. Not trying to be rude or anything, but can we move to a different house away from a school? It is so annoying hearing kids shouting and screaming in the park when I'm trying to sleep. It's a pretty sucky area, and I don't really know why you chose to live in such a rough place since I know that you and your partner earn a decent wage. It's really messing up my sleep and it's definitely causing me stress, which is why I'm not finding any good jobs. I'll find some places online for you guys to have a look at so we can maybe view them on the weekend and see what's right for us. And then OP replies, oh my god. Are you actually serious, or are you just messing with me, dude? Come on, OP, you can't really let your good friend suffer like that. You're gonna make him live in a neighborhood where children play at the park? That sounds like a terrible neighborhood, and you owe your friend much more than that. Our next Reddit post is from Ada Crybaby. When I was around 10 or so, I broke my ankle during youth football. I could walk with my cast and crutches, but my dad had me ride in a wheelchair in most public places. Being a kid, I loved being pushed around wherever I went. It was like going on a ride every day. Looking back now, though, I see where my dad's new sense of entitlement came from. Ironically, my dad didn't believe I was hurt at first because he was so focused on me winning the big game. He even blamed my injury for costing my team the win. However, I think once he saw his injured son in a wheelchair, his face lit up as if the song "I Got a Golden Ticket" was playing in his head. My dad took advantage of just about every handicap perk he could find. Parking spots, bathrooms, ramps. I remember some passerbys stopping and saying things like, "Oh, you poor thing," or "Oh my gosh, what happened?" My dad was surprisingly cheerful when he explained what happened. I couldn't tell if he was exaggerating to make me seem stronger than I really was, or to make himself seem like a brave dad protecting his helpless kid. Before long, my dad started using more underhanded methods to use me as a prop. I remember early on in my recovery, my dad took me to Walgreens to get some medicine, but he also got a bag of candy, a toy car, and a miniature get well balloon to go with it. I was excited that I was getting all these treats. The cashier told my dad the amount. My dad looked around his pockets for a minute. Gosh darn, I left my wallet at home. This has got to be the worst recovery day ever, eh, kiddo? I'm sorry about this, sir. I can hold your items if you want to come back later. Come on now, have a heart. You're really gonna tell my kid that he can't get these treats when he's in this condition? I'm sorry, sir, but I can't just give away our inventory to kids that are handicapped. My dad just kept arguing with the cashier, getting more angry by the second. Some other people were complaining that we were holding up the line. My dad ended up saying something like, "The customer's always right," before we hit it out with only my medication. I wasn't so sure if I liked being in a wheelchair anymore after that. And luckily my ankle fully recovered by fall. Hello, is this still available? Hi, yep it is. However, I do have an interested buyer, I'll let you know. If they decide not to, I'll contact you and let you know. Thanks heaps. I'll pay $800 if I have to. Hi mate, looks like you might be in luck. There was another buyer before you, however, if you're happy with $800, it's yours. Okay, well, if the buyer pulled out, then I'll only pay $650. The $800 offer was for you to ignore him. Hi mate, they haven't pulled out. I'm in a position now where I can pick who it goes to. Including the original buyer, there was also one other guy before you. I'll check with them if they still want it first. If they don't, I can definitely still do the $650. Of course, if you're still offering it higher, I can sell it to you and let the extra buyer know they missed out. $250, pick up now. That's not how it works, mate. $200 right now. Here's the question I didn't feel comfortable sharing with the group yesterday. How would you feel about this? My live-in girlfriend, Karen, doesn't work. It's only my income, and I also take care of my elderly father. Karen's dog passed away on Friday. We knew this was coming for a while. I am not a rich man, so I told her I would come up with $600 when the time came so she could get a new puppy. Well, she found one for $1,800. Before you call me cheap, let me explain that in the past year, I've taken her to Vegas, bought her a car, and paid for several of her medical and dental bills. Basically anything she's wanted. I'm running out of money, and I have an operation and a work shutdown coming up. Not to mention Christmas for my grandkids. So I told her that I couldn't come up with $1,800 for a dog, but that I have $600 set aside for her. She said that she could get the other $1,200 from a friend of mine. I told her that I didn't like that idea, and she disagrees. I would really like to hear your thoughts on the matter. Wait, so my first assumption when OP said that he worked and his girlfriend didn't was that they had kids together. But OP mentioned buying presents for his grandkids, which would suggest that they don't have any young kids in their household. If she wants $1,800 for a dog, she can go work and earn $1,800 for a dog. My bad, I don't know who you are. What's up though? I'm good, bro. I just need a little favor. What's up? Can you get me $200 in my Cash App until Tuesday? My baby's not feeling good. You know that I don't know you, right? For the sake of my daughter. How can I be sure you're gonna give it back? I'm gonna give it back on Tuesday. I promise 100. I swear on my kid. What area do you live in? What does she need? She's not feeling good. I swear on God. I promise, bro. I'm gonna give it back 100. What area do you live in? What does she need? I can loan the money, but I need to know what I'm doing with it. She's kinda sick. What area are you in? What does she need? You're not answering my questions. I live in Tuck, and I want to get her treated. Tuck where? You must not need the money. Why do you say that? Tuck in Gastonia? If I don't need it, I ain't gonna ask for it. I've already begged you and swear to you, but you don't care. You're in North Carolina? I am in North Carolina. Here's my ID. Why didn't you say that? I can meet you and bring it to you. I would rather give it to you personally so I can know you. Or I can just take you and your daughter to the ER. It's fine if you don't want to give me a loan. Dude, I'm helping. I'm trying to meet up with you. I got you. I swear to the God who made me, I'm gonna give it back. I promise. I can meet you on Garrison Boulevard. You're cool. Or I can take y'all to the hospital, but we gotta get her taken care of, bro. It's okay. You don't wanna help. I just told you I could help. I can take y'all to the doctor, bro, and buy medicine or whatever. Why are you being difficult? Why can't you get it for me on my Cash App if you wanna help? I ain't going away with your money. For the sake of God, I'm swearing to you, and still you don't care. Yo, if I'm not far from you and I'm willing to pay for you and your daughter to get what she needs, why wouldn't you take the help? If you get it and give it, bro, it's God that's gonna reward. If I hit you up at midnight and asked you for $200, wouldn't you want some more info on what's happening? I have the money, bro. Life isn't like that. That's not the problem. But if I'm offering you a ride to where you need to be and pay for it, you should be thankful, man. And it's because I don't get paid yet. That's why I'm doing all this. I'm trying to help you. Can I meet with you to give you the money? Since I said that's what I want, if you want to help, you'll do it. I'm very confused about this. Don't worry, God's gonna open the way. That's what I know. I even sent my ID. I'm trying to meet with you to give you the money. That's how I want it. I'm totally confused, bro. I've got the cash, man. I can bring it to you. If you want me to cash app it, you're gonna have to wait. But instead of waiting, I can take y'all to where you need to be. I have to wait till when, bro? Why can't I bring you the money, man? Tell the truth. This ain't good. No, bro. Why not? Because I won't be happy about it. I could put money in my bank account to cash app it, but that won't happen until the morning. Understand me, bro. If your daughter is sick, then I can meet you. If you can't do it, it's fine. Thanks for your kindness. You don't need it then. If you don't want my help, then I'm going to bed. That's messed up that you won't let me help. If you can't help me, then God's gonna lead me through. That's life. Yeah, you can go to bed. I don't think this is a choosing beggar so much as an obvious scammer who's reading from a script. That was r/choosingbeggars, and if you like this content, then check out my Patreon where I publish episodes that were banned from YouTube. Also hit that subscribe button because I put out new Reddit videos every single day.